तिब्बतियन चिल्ड्रन विलेज स्कूल में वर्ष 2008 के बाद तिब्बत से बच्चों का पढ़ाई हेतु आगमन हुआ कम।
Since before 1979, Tibet was like totally closed. It is also known as a forbidden land because of the Chinese communist policy. No flow of Tibetan was allowed in and out. But after 1979, there was some relaxation, and with the relaxation of their policy, Tibetan people started to come, come from the exile countries like Nepal, India, to come to Tibet, and also Tibetan people inside Tibet could also come out. So there were restrictions, but not severe kind of restrictions. So during that time, the number of families and children, who came from Tibet was quite in large number. And after 2008, there was a big movement in Tibet. There was a movement against the Chinese government in most of the part of the Tibet, and also there was a Olympic in China. So because of the movement in Tibet and also Olympic, there were protests not only in Tibet but also in China, and then there started greater restriction of the flow of Tibetans from Tibet into Nepal and India. So from then onwards, the children coming from Tibet has reduced drastically. Earlier we used to have about 700 to 800 every year, and they can come here, and under the leadership and the vision of His Holiness Dalai Lama, we have a good school education facilities here. Not only schools but also monasteries. So children who come from Tibet here get a very high quality of education, and education concentrated on Tibetan culture.
इस
So
साल जब बात करेंगे तो तिब्बत से कोई बच्चा यहाँ पे शिक्षा के लिए पहुँचा है?
इस साल तो नहीं पहुंचा है। हाँ जी। 2 years last year there were about 4 children who studied in upper TCV school, but this year no children came from Tibet.
जिस तरह चीन द्वारा जो है तिब्बती बच्चों का ब्रेन वॉश किया जा रहा है, तो बच्चों का ब्रेन वॉश ना हो, बच्चे तिब्बत से बाहर जाकर शिक्षा ग्रहण कर सके, इंटरनेशनल कम्युनिटी से किस तरह से चीन पर प्रेशर बनाने की जो है मांग उठाई जाएगी?
First of all, I would like to thank the people of India, the government of India, both government, local government and central government. People of India have extended great help and support to the Tibetan community in exile. Because of your support, blessing, we are able to set up such a big education institution all over India. And from TCB schools, over 52,000 students have passed. And they are now serving in different communities, including Indian communities. And therefore, we would like to take this opportunity to thank people and the government. And like government of India, the rest of the countries in the world can together, united themselves towards in support of Tibetan cause. Especially, the rights of the children should be preserved. Children must have the basic right to get education they deserve, to learn about our own culture, language, tradition, and this can be done in many ways. And we are also trying to do something here, even in schools, also in our normal life, we try to tell our story, what kind of education they give, the problem that we face in exile. Okay, not having children, we have good facilities here. We are in a position to give good education. But the problem is when children are not given this freedom to move, to learn about on, education, then it's difficult.
How many children studying in TCB from Tibet?
Yeah, from Tibet, earlier we have about total like before 2008, almost more than 75% of the children are from Tibet, and remaining are children of the destitute, orphans, semi-orphan families. So nowadays we have less than 25% in school, TCB schools.
All over TCB branches and the main school?
Yes, almost all over TCB, and we have more of the Tibetan children in the higher classes, but lesser in the lower class. And in the Montessori and the kindergarten, we have very few.
Sir, Tibetan children are being tortured by China. So, what message will you give to China?
It is a great shame that a big country like China, the government of China, Communist government of China, must feel ashamed of not being able to treat the Tibetan people with respect. Especially children are innocent. Children do not know about the political system. They are so innocent. They deserve respect. They deserve the freedom to learn about what they like, what is close to them, and to close to them I mean our own culture, history, our values, our religion. These are very important for the Tibetan children. So if we are not able to give them this kind of education, one day they will turn into like Tibetan people who think like Chinese, speak Chinese, and know about Chinese culture, communist ideologies like that. So it is high time to give freedom and rights to the Tibetan children, just as they give to their own Chinese children in China. So there must be some kind of a equal treatment for all the children under Chinese government today.
Bureau Report, City Channel, Kangra.